Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. The momentum on the recruiting trail continues. The Vols add their 15th commit in the class of 2025. Three-star corner Tre Poteat. He is the son of a former NFL defensive back, Hank Poteet. We're going to get into his recruitment. Got some interesting comments from his high school coaches, basketball and football. We're going to take a look at that as well. But again, the momentum on the recruiting trail continues. This is from prior to the commitment. Tennessee jumped up to 12th according to the On3 industry rankings. That was after the commitment of four-star interior offensive line Douglas Utu. We're going to see. We'll see what happens over the next couple of weeks. Of course, Deshaun Brame coming up on Saturday. He will choose between Oregon and Tennessee. Did Tennessee do enough with Onus Conanbanny? Did they do enough with Shady Hayward? What about four-star wide receiver Travis Smith? I think the momentum is going to continue in this class of 25. I think Tennessee's going to slowly climb their way up to that top 10 spot, and then maybe I think we could potentially see the Vols end up with a top 5 class. What do you guys think? Can Josh Heupel close out this class of 25? Do you see a top 5 class? Would you be satisfied if he just crawls into the top 10? What does it take to compete for championships, SEC championships, national championships? How much does Josh Heupel need to do? Jump into the comment section and let me know your thoughts. We're going to get into Tre Poteat, but I need you guys first to do what? You know, the YouTube stuff. Hit that thumbs up just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. It helps the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts here. We're not insiders. We're not media. We're not reporters. We don't break news. We talk about the news. We do what fans do. We speculate. We talk. That's what this channel is all about. For the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Going to be live later tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. We're playing NCAA football. We'll talk all things Tennessee football. Also, we're gearing up for the EA Sports College Football 25 release. We're going to have an official Talkin VAWLS Dynasty. There is a Patreon. If you want to be in the league with myself, Coach Jay, Coach Rice, Dauber, you got to join that Patreon, and then we're going to get everything set up. We're going to auction off some teams later tonight as well. So make sure you show up tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. But let's talk about Tennessee's latest commitment, three-star corner Tre Poteat. He becomes the third corner in this class. Again, Tennessee looking at Onus Conanbanny. Can they close on him? Took his last official visit to Tennessee this past weekend. I like where the Vols were at. Spoiler alert, right? It got spoiled on a Braylon Staley Instagram live stream. Sounds like Onus Conanbanny is in the boat as well. He could join Tre Poteat. And then also a couple of other corners, three-star corner Tyler Redmond already committed to Tennessee, and Dylan Lewis also already committed to Tennessee. But you see the profile on the screen there. Again, a three-star prospect, 6 foot, 170 pounds, out of Wisconsin. Now, I found an article that was pretty interesting, and it was from BadgerExtra.com because, again, he's a Wisconsin kid, and it's got some interesting quotes from some of his coaches and also some quotes from his dad, again, former NFL player Hank Poteet. But I'm going to roll some highlights. I want you guys to give me your thoughts on give me your scouting report, because On3, 247 Sports, they don't have any scouting report out there, but you see the speed and the athleticism, the ability to make plays in the special teams game. It'll be interesting to see if Tennessee utilizes him anywhere on special teams in the return game. But again, this was from BadgerExtra.com. It says, with Hank playing in the NFL, he was with 5 teams, including the Jets and Cleveland Browns. Tre was around sports growing up. This is a quote from Tre's dad. Says he has a good awareness of the game. He was very selfless. He does all the dirty work, getting rebounds, setting picks. He shows leadership and his work ethic. He wants to get everyone involved. I will always talk about you have to outwork your opponent because you will meet your match. He's been learning since he was little. Again, that NFL blood. That NFL blood. I think it's worth something. I think it means something. The article goes on to say Hank said an atmosphere of competition was constantly created, including during their father and son one-on-one basketball games, when Hank acknowledged he might have trash talk just a little bit. Said one thing Hank learned about Tre, he has no quit. So we're talking about a kid that grew up in a competitive environment. Again, your dad played in the NFL. He also has no quit. I like it. His high school basketball coach plays multiple sports in high school. This is what his high school basketball coach said about him. Said, obviously, he's a good leader and a competitor. I think that translates to being able to produce on the court. He goes on to say, I've not seen many Division I football athletes who are not able to compete at the high school level in basketball. In my experience, those type of guys, they are just good athletes. If you're a competitor, it doesn't matter what sport you are in. Now, going back to talking about Tre Poteat, had multiple offers, and again, a lot of people want to come in and they want to say 3-star you, right? That's they look at the star rankings, the star gazers. I get it. Sometimes I can be guilty of it myself, but what should you do? Go look at the offer list. Tre Poteat had over 20 offers, including Michigan, Florida, Nebraska, Michigan State. He chose Tennessee over the home state school of Wisconsin. So he had some big-time offers there. He was in town, visited Knoxville last year during the Georgia game, also was here back in the spring, took his official visit this past weekend. Coming off of that visit, this is what Tre Poteat had to say. Said all the coaches had the same thing to say. My dad was asking questions, which was good. All the coaches just kept coming back with consistency. Says, I just got a full picture of Knoxville. I was able to see almost everything, and it was good to just go out, hang out with the players, and see what they do. Those were the comments coming off of his visit. Again, I'd read an article previously where it was big for him to get his dad to come down on this visit with him. His dad coaches the cornerbacks at Iowa State, which is kind of interesting because they were recruiting him early in the process. But the quotes that I'd seen from Tre said that he couldn't separate father from coach. And I get that. I like that. I respect that. He wants to blaze his own path, and he's going to do that at the University of Tennessee. Again, he becomes the 15th commitment in this class of 2025. The momentum continues. So now we say, who's next? Who's the next one in the boat? Dasan Brame, 4-star tight end, a top 100 prospect. This is a needle mover. This is a guy that's going to give you that ratings boost. Now, Jack Van Dorsey, 4-star tight end, already in the boat. The Tennessee coaching staff said Dasan Brame is the only tight end in the country that they would be willing to accept a commitment from and pair with Jack Van Dorsey. Now, when he took his visits to Tennessee, Jack was here working on him. George McIntyre was here working on him. The three spent a lot of time together. Will those relationships be enough? Now, Volquest said Tennessee had some major momentum coming off his official visit a couple of weeks ago, but he was just in Oregon this past weekend. So the question is, did Tennessee do enough? Can they hold off the Ducks? Everybody seems to think that that's where Dasan Brame is trending. Even Steve Wiltfong, as recent as yesterday, said this. Said, I still like Oregon's position for the on 300 tight end Dasan Brame. I predicted him to the Ducks back in January during my time at 247 Sports, and I'm close to adding it here at On 3. Oklahoma and Tennessee have been making this recruitment interesting. So take that for what it's worth. Steve Wiltfong likes the Ducks in this one, but he's not willing to put that Fong Bomb official prediction in at On 3 yet. We're right down to the final hour. We know how Wiltfong is. Spoiler alert. We'll see if he makes a prediction going into Saturday. Now, Sunday night, Austin Price, this is right after the Dasan Brame's official visit wrapped up at Oregon. He said that he had a good visit at Oregon, but AB goes on to say it feels like the Ducks failed to close this one out over the weekend. Now he goes on to say, could he still pick Oregon? Yes, 100%, absolutely, but the Vols are very much in it for Dasan Brame. Now, I've not seen a time yet for his commitment coming up on Saturday, but I'm sure he will make that known, and we're going to cover that live right here on the Talkin VAWLS Network. Myself, Coach Jay, Coach Rice, will take you all the way up to the decision, so be right here on the Talkin VAWLS Network on Saturday, hopefully we pull the commitment of the 4-star tight end. But jump into the comment section. Let's talk about this thing. What do you think about Tre Poteat? What do you think about his film? What do you think about his upbringing, that competitive atmosphere? Does that mean something to you? Let's talk about it in the comment section. As always, make sure you guys do smash the thumbs up on the way out the door. I would greatly appreciate it. You can go check out the official merchandise of the Talkin VAWLS Network. You can go to bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. As always, thank you to the members of the channel. You guys keep the light bill on around here. If you like the content, the videos, the live streams, whatever it is you like about this community, you want to support us, you can hit that join button for as little as $1. That's all we're asking. $1 a month goes a long way, and it keeps the lights on and allows me to continue to do this full time for the fans, by the fans, but also fan funded. So I'm grateful for that. But that is going to do it for this one. Hope to see you guys tonight, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, because this is the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name's Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.